I want to end the show by talking about Kellen Mond. I've said recently that I think that Kellen Mond is worth taking a risk on, okay? I understand he's very stiff when he throws. He's not the most natural thrower of the football. Mechanics definitely need work. He's not a finished product. And there's a lot of bust potential when it comes to Kellen Mond, the quarterback prospect out of Texas A&M. There are a lot of great throws on tape, but there's a lot of bad throws on tape as well. That is why I believe this one team should take a risk on Kellen Mond. That team is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And here's why. I believe the Buccaneers should draft Kellen Mond. I believe it makes sense, and I'll tell you why. First of all, the Buccaneers just won the Super Bowl recently, okay? And they pretty much returned all their starters. They are the most complete team in all of football, and the most complete team I've ever seen since I've been watching football, okay? I haven't been watching football for 50 or 60 years like some of these old heads out there, but I've been watching it for almost about a good decade, okay? And they're the most complete team I've ever seen, okay? So why is that relevant? That's relevant because the Buccaneers, they're so talented that they're pretty much drafting for depth. They don't have a single need or a single hole on their roster. They're drafting to just fill out the overall depth of their roster, and they're drafting for backups. So if you're pretty much just drafting for backups, why not take a flyer on a guy like Kellen Mond for the future? Listen, Tom Brady is going to be 44 years old this upcoming football season. And history suggests Tom Brady, whether we want to admit it or not, his clock is ticking as far as his football mortality, okay? He's not going to be this high-level quarterback at age 50 years old. Eventually, you are going to have to prepare for the future. It's only a matter of time before Tom Brady potentially falls off. He might fall off this year. It might be 2 years from now. It might be 3 years from now. It might be a year from now. Either way, I think the Buccaneers should really consider drafting a quarterback that they can sit behind Tom Brady and develop. And when Tom Brady is ready to leave, they'll have a quarterback ready to go. And I do believe Kellen Mond could really benefit from sitting behind Tom Brady and learning how to become a more accurate passer, learning how to dissect defenses at a higher level, and things like that. I think that if Kellen Mond reaches his full potential, he's the ideal Bruce Arians quarterback, and he has the arm talent to become a very effective NFL starter. So, if I'm the defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'm going to at least think about the future just a tad bit, and I'm going to take a flyer on this guy like Kellen Mond. And listen, maybe that motivates Tom Brady even more. Tom Brady, for the love of God, he has no other reason on earth, in my opinion, to be motivated to go out there and try to win Super Bowls. But maybe this is the extra chip that Tom Brady needs to go out there and prove his doubters wrong once again. But we'll see. The bottom line is, I think it'd be a great pick. It'd be a smart pick. And listen, if Kellen Mond fails, then hey, you took a swing on a guy. It is what it is. Kellen Mond is not going to be a first-round pick more than likely. He's probably going to be picked in the second, third, fourth, probably even fifth round. He's closer to a fourth or fifth round pick, probably. But we'll see. I do think Tampa Bay could be a team that looks to target Kellen Mond, and that is the ideal situation for Kellen Mond as far as if he were to become a future franchise quarterback. He can sit for a year or two and learn from Tom Brady and become the type of quarterback that Bruce Arians truly loves, because he definitely has special arm talent. That's one thing we cannot deny in regards to Kellen Mond. We'll see what happens on draft night. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.